Hello, everybody. I'm Lisa Shield, and this is Finding the Guardian of Your Soul. I am so excited. We just got the title of our broadcast, of our podcast, copyrighted. So, Finding the Guardian of Your Soul is mine. This is a really, really, really big thing for us because just to give you a little background, Finding the Guardian of Your Soul was a line from a book that my husband wrote. It's a collection of essays about love, how to bring more love or have more love in your life. And it was called Handbook for the Heart, or it is called Handbook for the Heart. The fascinating thing is that I happened to read this book a month and a half before I went on my first date with my husband. It was just a total coincidence. I was getting my master's degree in spiritual psychology, and it was one of our required readings for the course. So that was really amazing. And yeah, so that's that. And we are now officially trademarked, which took us quite a while to get that process accomplished. And that brings us to our topic today about AI and how AI is influencing the world. And it, like anything else, it is also influencing the dating world. So this is really, 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 I think, an exciting time. It's very easy to um, become frightened by AI. It's going to make it easier for scammers to scam, for deep fakes, which are fake videos of fake people with fake voices or real people saying things that they wouldn't ever say. And so there's lots and lots and lots of stuff going on. I just discovered yesterday a wonderful website that I want to turn everybody onto. And the website is called PimEyes, PIMEYES.com, PimEyes.com. And there is, of course, a free and a paid version of this, but you can take any photo that you see online if you are not certain of who that person is and you think it might be a scammer. All you have to do is put a photo in, on the site, and in a matter of seconds, it will bring up images from all over the web where that same photo or similar photos of that person have been posted. So PimEyes.com. And here's what you want to look for. If a photo is being used all over in ads and to accompany articles and all of a guy, it might be that that guy is a fake or he's a model and somebody took an image of a model who, from one of the stock agency sites, and they're using that image all over the web and they're using it to scam people. So if you see it being used in advertising and the guy looks super commercial and all, it's a fake profile. Somebody took someone else's image, a stock image of a really handsome guy, and they're using it to scam people. The other thing that you have to look out for, there are now AI websites that can create highly realistic photographs of human beings that don't even exist. So they will create realistic photos at the press of a button. And these people are not real people, but they look totally legit. And they can create 4 or 5 different images of the same person and then post those online with a profile created in ChatGPT, and it will be a fake. So let's say you take an image of this particular person and you pop it into PimEyes.com, and you see that that person has no other photos online, it is very, very possible that that person is a fake. So I'm going to put that site right here so that anybody can find it. And I really, if you have any questions whatsoever, you want to run, pimeyes.com. I can't even type. So you want to be sure to be careful and really check anybody that you might be suspicious of. Now, the other great thing is you can run the free version, but then they also have the paid version that will even give you more images, and it will tell you which websites that photo can be found on. And let's say that you're dating a guy or you're considering dating somebody and you want to learn more about that person. Sometimes we've done background checks. We really encourage all of our clients to do a background check on anyone they're dating, no matter how legitimate they think that person is, because you'd be surprised what you can uncover. We had one client who was dating a man for quite a long time. He told her he was in the military, which he was, but he used that as an excuse for why he could only spend one night a week with her. And she ultimately, after a year, he left his phone at her place. I think his other girlfriend or wife called, and she realized that he had a wife, 2 children, and a second girlfriend. So he had been hiding all of that from her, and she only happened to discover it because he left his phone at the house. But the truth is, had she done a background search, she would have found out what was going on, and that, she would have caught that quickly. So we encourage all of our clients to do background searches. You can often take somebody's phone number and pop it in your search, bar, and you can learn a lot that way. There's many, many, many ways to find out about people, but now we have PimEyes, and that will also take you to websites where this person's image can be found. And that can also tell you a lot about somebody. You want to be safe today, but one of the great things that AI will be doing is making it easier to spot fakes. So that's another thing. AI will get so sophisticated that it will be able to tell by searching the web and being able to do an entire web search for you if this person is legit. Right now, it is not able to accurately identify AI generated copy, but my guess is as AI gets smarter and smarter, there will be more and more programs to be able to help you with that. Something else that AI is really helping us with is that with more people focusing on things like fitness and well-being, there will be an increase in social fitness where people go on dates that involve physical activities or working out together. So these little niche things like social fitness, pet parenting, solo dating, there's going to be all of these things that are going to help you connect with people who have similar interests to you. So like the growing popularity of pets means that there will be dating sites that will specifically cater to people who want to go on dates with their pets, so not with another person involved, but maybe you'll have, you both love your pets and you want to go on a date together with your pets. That will be another thing. One of the good things that AI is helping with, and with, internet dating and internet dating burnout and all, is something called slow romance. And slow romance is, people who are wanting to live more mindfully and who are more conscious. They want to go slow. And so there may even be specific dating websites or apps for people who are into slow romance, where they want to build meaningful connections, deeper emotional connections rather than rushing into relationships. And so there will be niche sites for those kinds of things, right? There will also be something called snack dating, where, people who don't want to go on long involved dates can go on quick casual dates that don't take a lot of time and energy. So you may just because we all have to eat lunch, maybe you'll just go grab a quick lunch together at a food car, a food truck or something, meet up, have a quick lunch date, takes the pressure off. So there will be sites that cater to this thing called snack dating. There's all kinds of really cool things that are coming out. Another thing is it will also hopefully give us better personalized matchmaking. So that's a great thing because the AI will get more and more sophisticated. It will be able to take all the cumulative data that's out there. And as it gets smarter and smarter and smarter, it will also get better and better at creating better matches because it's going to be so sophisticated. One of the things that is so cool is that they say that in the next 6 years, because of the logarithmic acceleration in intelligence of AI, that the AIs will be 1 billion times more intelligent than all of humanity put together. That's how fast it's going. And so one of the things that it should be able to do is start to help us make better and more sophisticated connections. Something that is both alarming and exciting is that AI technology can also provide a more seamless and convenient user experience on dating sites, including chatbots, voice assistants, and language translation services. So the chatbots will provide real-time support to users, answering your questions and providing assistance without human intervention. So if you're having trouble or you're not sure about something, those chatbots will be part of the dating site and they will be able to give you real-time responses to questions. Those chatbots will get more and more and more sophisticated. They're also, the voice assistants are going to let you interact with the app using voice commands. And they're going to be able to offer language translation services. So it's going to mean that you can interact with matches who speak different languages more seamlessly. So all of these things are very exciting. There will also be improved security on these sites. One of the challenges for a lot of the dating apps and websites is that they don't have the manpower and the systems in place to be able to do all of the things that they need to do to keep you safe and secure, because in the past that has required a tremendous amount of just human, manpower, woman power to be able to do all of those things. AI will now be able to do those things seamlessly and quickly. So fraud detection, AI is going to be able to analyze user behavior and flag suspicious activity, and it will catch these scammers quickly. It will, suss out fake profiles and scams so that you can actually be more safe online. So, just as the fraudsters will get more sophisticated, so will the AI. And this is going to mean that if the AI is surpassing human intelligence, it will be outwitting these, fraudulent people, these fraudulent accounts, and be able to spot them and shut them down quickly. Also, it will ask for ID verification They will be able to verify user identities, right, through facial recognition, document scamming, and it's going to prevent identity theft and ensure that users are who they claim to be. And these programs are developing so quickly, like at lightning speed, so much faster than you can imagine. And it is going to be up to these sites, if they're going to really stay on the cutting edge, to start to implement this stuff quickly, very, very, very quickly. So let's talk about some popular examples like of AI in dating apps, because it's already being used. So Tinder has something called smart photos, right? It's a feature that has been successful because the photos are optimized by the AI algorithm to receive more swipes. So it improves user engagement and matches. Coffee Meets Bagel has something called hashtag Ladies Choice, which is a feature that uses AI to create a list of potential matches for female users based on their preferences and behavior on the app. And it offers high quality matches to them. So that's something that Coffee Meets Bagel is doing, right? Badoo has a facial recognition feature, lookalikes, which allow users to upload a picture of their celebrity crush. And then this feature uses deep learning algorithms to analyze facial features that find people who look like their crush. Isn't that crazy? I mean, think about all the innovation that's happening. Now, some of this will be more, some of these things are going to be more successful than others, but it's really cool to see how the dating sites and the apps are using this technology to actually give you a better user experience. eHarmony, their compatibility matching system, is now using AI algorithms to match users based on personality traits and preferences, right? So they were known for their matching system, and now they're incorporating AI to make it even more sophisticated. Bumble has been successful in identifying and removing profiles. So they've been using AI to identify and remove profiles that have unsolicited lewd language and that are violating the app's policies, leading to a safer and more enjoyable experience for their users. OkCupid has something called a double take feature, which uses machine learning to suggest potential matches to you. So it takes into account your preferences and behaviors on the app to make more personalized suggestions and show more photos and highlight each person's personality and profile. So those are a couple of the things that, a few of the ways that these apps are already incorporating AI into their user experience. So there are also limitations, right? There are concerns about AI in dating apps. So it's been beneficial, but there's still some limitations to consider. So data privacy concerns. So collecting and analyzing user data for AI algorithms can raise privacy concerns. Dating apps need to ensure that the user's data is protected and used ethically. Another issue is algorithmic bias. Algorithmic bias. So AI algorithms can prolong existing biases such as racial or gender biases if they're not designed and carefully monitored. So that's a big thing. These AI algorithms, they learn from us. They're learning from human behavior and human input. And if they're being fed a lot of information that is biased, has racial or gender biases, those algorithms will then develop those biases. So just because they're computers doesn't mean that they are unbiased because they're basing their information on what they're being fed from us. They also have technical limitations, so they can only work with the available or given data. So incomplete or inaccurate data can lead to false predictions and matches. There's also the human factor, right? Computers, no matter how sophisticated they cannot account for chemistry. And this has been one of the limitations all along of internet dating is that no algorithm, no computer, no AI can actually account for what it's going to be like when two humans sit across from each other on a date. Just that, chemical magic that happens when there is real attraction between two people. Chemistry is something that cannot be quantified or qualified or predicted. It just is. And that's why people have to meet in person for that magic to happen. So, AI can enhance your dating experience, but you do need to be careful because there can also be some real limitations. There are some really cool things happening. There's an app called Rizz, R-I-Z-Z, which helps users come up with killer opening lines and responses to potential matches. There is also just Chat GPT, where you can say, hey, give me 10 killer opening lines, that I can send somebody that can improve your experience. Now, do you really want to have an app or, Chat GPT or Rizz writing all your communication for you? No, but there are actually bots that can do that too. So watch out. You don't even have to go online and do the actual communication. It will do all of that for you. But in the end, you're going to have to learn how to communicate with the real human if you want to have a relationship with one. So while I do think having some prompts and some suggestions for how to, some icebreakers for how to get the conversation started is really good, the goal is to use those and to see what works and then to start to come up with some of your own. I think that that's really, really, really important. What else? What else? What else? There are some new sites. So there is a site called Iris Dating, right? And this is a whole new approach. Iris Dating, unlike more well-known apps that'll just show users an endless stream of profiles, Iris takes it a step further and uses AI to only show you profiles that you will potentially have a high percentage of mutual attraction with, which means you're more likely to match with the specific profiles you see. So the idea is that it will show you less profiles, but better profiles that are more suited to your preferences in the hopes that to curb swipe burnout, which is a big issue for people. So when you first sign up for the app, it shows you a number, it'll show you stock images of people, and then you'll swipe on them so that the AI can learn which kind of person you're attracted to. And then the app will continue to watch who you swipe on to get to know what your preferences are. And then it's going to create a more carefully curated stream of matches. Now, as I see it, the problem with this is that we all know, even on the best apps that have the most people using them, we can often run out of good people. So that gets to be an issue because a lot of times there's just not enough people to choose from. And the more selective you become, the less people you're going to actually have to choose from. So there's a plus and a minus to this. sometimes things that sound good are not always the best solutions just because they sound good. They actually don't work in the long run. It's the same problem with matchmakers, with real, personal matchmakers that you might hire. They will give you these really great promises. Oh, we're going to select these people from you. We have your criteria. Now we're going to go out and match you with people who just fit your criteria. But then they often don't have enough real people to match you with, who meet your criteria. So they're always there. Then they come back and they say, well, he's not the height that you requested, or he's not from the religion he has a different religion, or fill in the blank. But they try to get you to lower your standards. And the reason they do that is because they just don't have the number of matches to fit your criteria. There's another dating app called Elate, Elate, and they created Dara, an AI-powered dating coach that is going to help with your experience. So you can ask Dara what the best opening line would be on a dating app, or how to answer a difficult question if you're texting with a guy, and you don't know how to answer a question, or if you're confused about what that question might mean. It will give you real-time feedback on what to say, and it will work as a dating coach. The AI dating coach can even tell you whether or not you have a good profile. It can also give you suggestions on which photos to use or not use. It'll make sure you've got, your headshot is sharp. You have a full-length photo, a photo that shows more of your personality. So, the idea is that Dara is going to help you with your entire relationship journey, everything from using dating apps and finding a match to navigating, difficult communications, right? All the way up to organizing dates. So it's going to take all the data, the do's, the don'ts, the ins, the outs, whatever, and AI has access to just this massive database of information, and then it's going to give you the best suggestions based on that information. I could go on and on. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to be revisiting this again. I think that this is just a incredibly rich topic. The world is changing around us at lightning speed. Most of us have no idea how quickly the world is transforming in front of our eyes. Whether you like it or not, there is a very, very wonderful man, Alex Hormozi. I follow him. I love his work. And he produced a video called Adapt or Die, telling business owners, either you're going to adapt to AI or you're going to die. Your business is going to die, because this is, the future is now. Everything that we've been talking about, we are in the midst of the single biggest revolution in the history of mankind. This is going to affect every single human being on the planet. Our lives, shortly, in the very, very, very near future, are going to be unrecognizable. There are new developments coming out daily, like developments that would have been earth-shattering if one of these developments came out in a year. Several of these mind-blowing developments are coming out at a speed, at a pace that most people can't keep up with. And it's only going to keep happening faster and faster and faster. So, we can look at the upsides, we can look at the downsides, we can be afraid, we can let this scare us, or we can embrace it and just say, hey, this is the future. It's here now. It's affecting me. And am I going to reject, am I going to push back on it? The same way most of us were like, well, I'm not going to get a cell phone. I'm not going to sign up for Facebook. I'm not going to fill in the blank, but all of us eventually adapted to these technologies because, for better or worse, they simplified our lives, they enhanced our lives, they gave us, they took something away, but they also gave us something in the process that we needed. One of the things about AI, just, take this little thing. Let's say you're a business owner or you work in a career where you have just a tremendous amount of emails every day. AI, let's say you woke up to 100 emails in your inbox, and that might take you hours and hours to respond to all of those emails, or it might take an assistant hours to respond. You can actually feed the AI past email responses to similar kinds of questions, and the AI will learn your tone, how you would respond, and then the AI can do in a matter of minutes what it would take you hours to do or take an assistant hours to do for you. So AI right there could give you back 4, 5 hours of your day right there. Think about that. We've already replaced 2 people in our business, cutting a huge amount of expenses. And it just is extraordinary to me, extraordinary. I didn't want to let these people go, but the truth is, it has slimmed down my business. I have 2 less people in my company that I have to work with. And to be honest, I also hired somebody new to manage and help us integrate all of our AI. So where I cut 2 positions, we're now we're hiring new positions. So I don't know. It's a wonderful world. I hope that as rapid as these changes are happening and as scary as some of them seem, I hope that they will also bring a lot of amazing things to our lives. There are wonderful, wonderful programs to check out. I'm just going to give you a few here. There is one called Lexica.com. Lexica.com is a program like Midjourney, but Midjourney is a part of another program. You can sign up for Lexica independently, and it will blow your mind. All you have to do is type in an idea of an image that you want to create. You tell it what style, and it will produce it for you like that, and it will be better than anything you could have ever imagined. You can then take that image that you created in Lexica, and you can upload it to a program called Kaiber, KAIBER.ai, and it will turn that video, that photograph into a video. It will turn that image that you created in Lexica into a video. So you could take and create a picture of you as a goddess warrior, and then you could take that image, pop it into Kaiber, and you'll say, make this image transform into a man riding a motorcycle with a lizard around its neck, and do it in a cyberpunk style, 3D bot, whatever, I don't know, just put it all in there. And it will literally, in a matter of seconds, create a video for you. There are programs that can create hysterical memes. It's endless what's going on right now. So go to YouTube and just put in, the latest advancements or the coolest AI programs, and it will blow your mind, just blow your mind. There are a couple of comments here. Jeff, I appreciate your vulnerability, and I would love for you to reach out to me. If I can't help you, we may have somebody who can. I may be able to refer you to a colleague or somebody. Look, I was lonely. I thought for years and years and years that I would never find the kind of love that I dreamed of having. And over 20 years, 23 years ago, I started internet dating. I applied all the things I had learned in years of working with some renowned, spiritual teachers and therapists. And I was able to find the finest man I've ever met in my entire life. And for 20 years, I have been going through my life with my best friend by my side. And it has been the most magical of adventure. So I share that because this is something we can help you solve, or there are other coaches out there who will help you get this solved. But working with a well-trained, professional, seasoned love coach is really the answer. Not therapy, not generic self-help, not reading books. Working with somebody who's helped people solve this over and over again. So if you want to reach me, you can go to lisashield.com. I know that somebody else here asked, I think Marisol had asked for my email so she could speak with me. So I would love to connect with you, Marisol. That would be my honor. We also have a beautiful message here from Truth, Beauty, Wisdom Seeker. I love that title that says, you have a beautiful setup. You're easy to watch. I saw this in my feed and clicked to see because I am single and thinking about doing eHarmony by the end of the summer. Well, I hope that you'll tune in and listen. I don't know if eHarmony is the best site, but it's certainly worth giving it a try. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. I so appreciate it. This has been my pleasure. I know not everybody wants to hear about AI right now. It's scary and exciting all at once, but it's also important for us to use this beautiful new tool that we've been given to our best advantage, and to take advantage of what it can do for us in our dating to help us protect ourselves, to use sites like PimEyes to be able to protect ourselves and spot scammers, to use ChatGPT to give us suggestions here and there for a great opening line, an icebreaker, whatever. So I am Lisa Shield, and this has been Finding the Guardian of Your Soul. It has been such a pleasure to spend this time with you and to talk about what really is one of my favorite topics right now, AI and how it's affecting online dating. Please come back and see me again. I do this broadcast on Thursdays at lunchtime. We also have another broadcast with my husband called Getting Inside the Right Male Mind. You can find both episodes at Finding the Guardian of Your Soul. If you want to work with us and explore a little bit more about how we can help you find your partner, please go to lisashield.com and watch my free presentation. At the end, you can sign up for a free call. It's free. You have nothing to lose. You can speak with a member of my team. If they believe that you fit the criteria for working with us, they will show you how our 12-week emotionally naked dating course can change your life. So there's that. You want to take advantage of that opportunity. And if you have suggestions for future topics, you can send them to podcast@Lisa's Shield. And finally, stay safe out there. protect yourself, do background searches. There's nothing wrong with doing that. You don't have to feel guilty. People are probably doing the same with you. Make sure that you don't just go on a date or keep chatting with somebody on a dating site and not getting to a real in-person date. It's going to be more and more important that you do have actual phone calls and Zoom calls and in-person dates, because it will be easier to have fake profiles. It'll be harder to tell. We used to be able to tell with bad grammar, bad punctuation, that somebody was a fake. But with ChatGPT and AI, they're going to be able to get around that. So keep yourself safe, be smart, but don't give up on online dating. Really, we see over and over and over again in our program that when our clients follow what we teach them and they do things that the proven way, they have success. And 90% of our clients who have struggled for years with online dating, they find the guardian of their souls online. All right. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time.